Picture this, a battlefield engulfed in chaos, soldiers desperately fighting for their lives, and a general making one disastrous decision after another. It's a scene that has played out throughout history, and today, we're shining a spotlight on those commanders who, despite their lofty titles, proved to be the epitome of ineptitude. Get ready to witness the epic failures of these 9 generals who left their mark on history for all the wrong reasons. Welcome back, history enthusiasts. Get ready for another thrilling episode of the Macula, where we dive deep into the annals of history to uncover the most fascinating stories and characters. Today, we're exploring the dark side of military leadership as we unveil the 9 worst generals in history. From strategic blunders to catastrophic defeats, these commanders left a trail of devastation in their wake. So, buckle up and prepare for a journey through the annals of military incompetence. Quintus Servilius Scipio, our journey begins in ancient Rome, where one general managed to surpass all expectations of incompetence. Quintus Servilius Scipio's actions at the Battle of Auzio were nothing short of disastrous. Refusing to cooperate with his superior officer, Scipio's insubordination led to a devastating defeat for the Roman forces. His inability to work as part of a team, and his reckless decision-making sealed his place as one of history's worst generals. Marcus Licinius Crassus, moving forward in time, we arrive in the era of the Roman Republic. Marcus Licinius Crassus, a self-aggrandizing opportunist, embarked on a pointless war with the Parthians. His arrogance and lack of strategic foresight led to a humiliating defeat, and the loss of countless Roman lives. Crassus serves as a cautionary tale of the dangers of unchecked ambition and hubris on the battlefield. Publius Quinctilius Varus, our next contender for the title of worst general, takes us to the ancient Germanic forests. Publius Quinctilius Varus, a Roman commander, found himself facing off against the Germanic tribe known as the Cimbri. In a catastrophic display of incompetence, Varus lost 3 legions at the Battle of Teutoburg Forest. His failure to adapt to the unfamiliar terrain and his underestimation of the enemy's strength resulted in one of Rome's most devastating defeats. Gideon Pillow. Fast forward to the American Civil War, where the Union and Confederacy clashed in a battle for the future of a nation. While the Confederacy boasted some exceptional commanders, Gideon Pillow was not among them. Pillow's lackluster performance at the Battle of Belmont paled in comparison to the Union's rising star, Ulysses S. Grant. Pillow's inability to effectively lead his troops and his failure to capitalize on strategic opportunities marked him as one of the worst generals of the war. William Hull. Now, let's turn our attention to the War of 1812, a conflict that saw its fair share of military blunders. William Hull, an American general, found himself in command of Fort Detroit. However, his lack of confidence and poor decision-making led to the surrender of the fort to the British without firing a single shot. Hull's cowardice and failure to defend his position earned him a place on our list of the worst generals in history. Ambrose Burnside. As we delve deeper into the American Civil War, we encounter another general whose name has become synonymous with failure. Ambrose Burnside, despite his impressive facial hair, proved to be a disastrous leader on the battlefield. His ill-fated decision to launch a frontal assault at the Battle of Fredericksburg resulted in a staggering loss of life for the Union forces. Burnside's lack of strategic acumen, and his inability to adapt to changing circumstances, cemented his place among history's worst generals. Douglas Haig. World War I brought with it a new era of warfare, but it also produced its fair share of inept commanders. Douglas Haig, the British commander-in-chief on the Western Front, led his troops into a series of disastrous offensives. The Battle of the Somme and the Battle of Passchendaele stand as stark reminders of Haig's inability to adapt his tactics to the realities of modern warfare. His callous disregard for the lives of his men and his stubborn adherence to outdated strategies earned him a place on our list. Arthur Percival. Our journey now takes us to the Pacific theatre of World War II, where British General Arthur Percival found himself in command of Singapore. Despite warnings of an imminent Japanese invasion, Percival failed to adequately prepare his defences. The fall of Singapore to the Japanese in just 70 days marked one of the greatest military defeats in British history. Percival's lack of foresight and his failure to take decisive action sealed his fate as one of history's worst generals. William Westmoreland. Finally, we arrive in the jungles of Vietnam, where American General William Westmoreland led the United States military efforts during the Vietnam War. Westmoreland's strategy of attrition and his failure to adapt to the guerrilla tactics employed by the Viet Cong resulted in a protracted and costly conflict. His inability to understand the complexities of the war and his misguided belief in the superiority of American firepower make him one of the worst generals in modern history. And there you have it, folks, the 9 worst generals in history. From ancient Rome to the battlefields of World War II and beyond, these commanders left a trail of incompetence and devastation in their wake. Their stories serve as cautionary tales, reminding us of the importance of leadership, strategy, and adaptability on the battlefield. Join us next time on the Macula as we continue our exploration of history's most captivating and controversial figures. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep embracing the fascinating world of the past. Signing off, leaving you intrigued and hungry for more historical adventures. Stay curious.